like the men's program, we will be honoring our 3 seniors on Saturday. But before that, we've got a great opportunity with Denver coming to town. We had an opportunity at Fort Wayne that we let slip through our fingers. And so I hope through film, conversation, and some different things at practice today, we can learn to take advantage of the opportunities that are in front of us, because yet another one is there on Wednesday, and versus a team that we have been successful against. Denver is playing a little bit faster, a little bit better, so we certainly have our challenge. But that is our Wednesday game, and then on Saturday we will honor Hannah Bresky, Emily Spear, and Brianna Jones in their commitment to our program and pushing us forward on senior night.
That Hannah's able to come back and play a couple of games to finish out her senior year?
She will not be.
Coach, what happened in that Fort Wayne game? You mentioned you let it slip away. What was kind of maybe the hardest thing for you to kind of swallow after that game?
I think we let things outside of our control mentally paralyze us, whether that was a bad call, a non-call, the ball didn't go through the hoop, things like that, the things that we cannot necessarily control outside of effort, communication, putting ourselves in good situations. I thought we succumbed to that frustration more so than I have seen us in the past, especially with a lead, and so I thought that was that was disappointing, as I feel like we can be better in those situations.
Sarah had a nice game with 20 points. What were the things that stood out for you on Saturday with her?
She did. I really think the last 2 games she's been playing a bit more confidently and mentally more free, not second-guessing herself. The ball's in her hand. She's just shooting the ball, not thinking, should I shoot the ball? I should have just shot the ball. Not what should I do? So I think there's an element of her kind of getting over her own hump or letting go of trying to be perfect and just trying to play basketball. And I think we really saw that because she scored in a variety of ways at Fort Wayne, getting to the hoop, as well as her outside shot was falling, which she puts a lot of time into. So I was happy to see her just kind of play how she's very capable and stop trying to think so much.
In a week where you have back-to-back home games, haven't had that often in the Summit League. Can you use that to your advantage?
We can. I think there's something to be said. Dave talks about it a lot, and so do we, the routine and the rhythm. And so having 2 home games where we're sleeping in our own beds, we've got the routine of going to class and practice and things like that. That takes one more variable out of the equation. So certainly something for us to build upon and to talk very positively about. Mm-hmm.
Is Denver playing better than when you went there on New Year's Eve? Because it seemed like just right in the last 90 seconds there, they got really hot and gave you a handful, but you were able to hang on after building a big lead. Are they playing better, maybe more like that last 90 seconds than the first 38 and a half when you played them in December?
I think they're playing more precisely. They're a little bit of a faster pace, certainly not breakneck speed, but they're playing a little bit faster, and I don't think they're thinking as much. They're just playing basketball, not trying to execute plays. So in that respect, I think they're playing better. They have added, they're looking to press most teams a little bit earlier. It's not 40 minutes of a press, but we probably gave them a little confidence in that department the first time we were there. So they're not wildly different than the first time, but just a little bit. They've played 15 more games, and they're just a little bit more seasoned.
What have they meant for you? I mean, some girls that have been through it, that's to say the least.
I really appreciate all 3, Hannah, Emily, and Brian, for very different reasons. They brought different things to the table. Obviously, I inherited Hannah and Emily, and both of them have done a great job of buying into the roles I want them to play, the things I want them to do, as they were both recruited by somebody with a different vision and a different plan for them. That can be hard on young people. And so I appreciate both of their willingness to be coached and for me to stretch them. And then, Bree Jones coming in as a junior college player, her desire to want to be a part and to see a vision and to want to be an important part of that beginning process. I think she's definitely, the team term mom gets, thrown around a lot. And sometimes I think that's, you got to make sure the freshmen know what they're doing and more of the babysitting role. And I don't think that's what the girls mean at all when they talk about Bree as being the team mom, that they all enjoy her company. They enjoy her leadership. They enjoy how Bree's got a great warm heart to want to pull people in and make people feel good about themselves. And so for that, when we talk about culture, when we talk about going in the right direction, Bree has really spearheaded that and been a very important part of our culture in a very short, 2 years. So in very different ways, I really appreciate all three of them and what they've done for me and for our program.